Now, here's an entertaining one about a guy who comes with a very creative way to get even with his ex after he literally walked in on her cheating on him in his house. Title: Congratulations are in order. He says here, although the title looks confusing, trust me, there's a reason. For some context, I, a 29-year-old male, have been in a relationship with my ex, a 28-year-old female, for the past 7 years. It was a perfect and stable relationship, or so I thought. Again, how many guys start these stories this way? As I said, this was going to be our 7th year anniversary, and I was planning on proposing marriage. There was a lot of excitement and joy, but boy, was no one ready for what was about to happen. I work as a sales manager in a reputed firm, and my ex works at an event management company. I was called into a meeting on an hour's notice as there were some important changes being implemented. The meeting was expected to take up most of our day, as there was a lot to discuss and finalize, but was cut short as the CEO had a personal emergency and the meeting is rescheduled. I went shopping and bought a beautiful ring to propose on the anniversary, which was 2 days away, and headed home. So you can see where this is going. How many stories are like this? The guy has to go home early for some reason, trip is canceled or whatever, and you know what happens next. Let's see here. We all leave, and as I'm entering my driveway, I notice a car parked near my garage. I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, but bear with me. I enter the house, and there's loud music playing in our room. I call out to my girlfriend, but she can't hear me. I walk towards my room and was greeted by the sight of my own brother mid-thrust doing my girlfriend. His own brother, not just some random guy, his own brother. The worst part was they didn't even notice me. I took pictures for proof. He goes, I'm a high-functioning sociopath. Okay. So I tend to remain or look calm and rationalize everything in any situation. I immediately turned around and walked out of the house and headed straight to the bar, met with friends, but told them nothing. So this is, you can imagine, kind of hard to imagine the guy doesn't start screaming or throwing something at him or whatever, but he just pulled out his phone and started recording. How they didn't sense anything, but you never know. We've all been there. We're really in that moment, if you will. I was seething with rage as two of the people whom I had trusted and loved with the capacity to betray me in such a manner. I wanted to break them then and there, but I was out for blood and wanted to cause maximum damage just to show them how low they went. Well, our guy here certainly does. For the next 2 days, I acted as if I was neck deep with work and avoided everyone, and made a presentation as an anniversary gift. Come the 7th year anniversary, we had a socially distanced party at my parents' house, which our close friends, our parents, siblings, and a few close friends attended. After all the wishing and hugging was done, I stood up and I said I had a presentation to show my appreciation. So, I don't know why they're having a 7-year anniversary party. Perhaps because everybody kind of knew he was going to propose to his girl or something like that. Like, that was just kind of like a given. The presentation, it basically outlined our entire relationship, pictures of us since we started dating, and pictures marking important days of our relationship. Until it reached the 7th year mark, where the pictures of my ex and my brother flashed across the screen. That's when I stand up and yell, "Congratulations are in order," to the two pieces of trash who found each other, flipped them the bird, and walked out and went home. Well, that would have been hilarious to see. Can you just imagine all the faces? Grandma's face, grandma's mouth drops to the floor, her dentures fall out, and everybody freaking out here, and his girlfriend and brother. That's what they deserve. Although it felt good at the moment, the weight of the betrayal finally landed on me, and I broke down for the first time in years. I refuse to speak with anyone and have locked myself in my house as I'm not a safe person to be around right now. All this happened yesterday, and I am broken, confused, and angry. What do I do now? Well, what do you do now aside from, I don't know, everybody watching this video wants to give you a beer for this. It's time to recover. You're living together. It's time to have her leave if it's your house and you can pull that off. I'm assuming it's your house or your condo and you can get her out of there and take it one day at a time. But thank God you didn't marry her. You know, this is horrible. I mean, he spent 7 years with her. He's 28 years old, been with her since she was 21 or something like that. 7 years is a big chunk of your life. So he ain't going to get over this overnight. But at the end of the day, the worst person is his brother. Because doing this to your family and your own brother, but then again, I've heard stories of jealous brothers and feuding brothers and things like that. And don't get me started on jealous sisters. But I'd have nothing to do with that brother ever again. how much apologizing was going on. And that girl's toast. I'll get her shit out of your place. If they're renting a place together, then at that point, then, honestly, if I were him, I'd go stay someplace else until the lease was over, or see if he can get her out. But there's no going back from any of this. And I guarantee you some people are going to say that what he did was wrong. How dare he? That went too far. No. It's like Cobra Kai. No mercy. That's what they deserve. And by the way, guys, this is part 1. I'll be doing part 2. Later on, you'll see what continues on with this guy's story.